Well, coming up, how young should you start to teach your kids about money? Financial expert Christy Whitman says even 2-year-olds can learn.
She gives her toddler money for helping around the house. And up next, she joins us with some tips for parents.
You're watching KCAL9 News at noon.
How young is too young to start teaching your kids about the value of $1? Our guest says you can begin when they're toddlers.
In fact, she says it is never too early to start giving a small amount of money for things like helping around the house. Joining us now is New York Times bestselling author and creator of the Enlightened Kid program, Christy Whitman. Welcome.
Hi, thank you.
Thanks for joining us. Now, first of all, what is the Enlightened Kid program?
The Enlightened Kid program is a program that's based from 0 to 2, 2 to 5, and 5 to 8, broken into age groups that really helps give kids a healthy mind, a happy heart, and a joyful soul, really giving them empowering messages, things to let them know that they really have a purpose here. They have a mission. There's a reason for them to be here.
And one component of that is teaching them about money and the
Absolutely.
Value of money, right?
Absolutely. We want to give life skills at a very young age because schools don't teach these life skills. And money is one of those things.
Why is it so important to talk about money? Because we know it is very powerful. It's a powerful word, especially when it's talked about even in a negative light,
Well, money is something that we all need. It's something that is part of our society, is part of our world. And unfortunately, most of us have a negative charge, even on the word money. If we have not enough money, we tend to feel constricted about it, and we tend to, whatever we have as far as money is concerned, we give that off to our kids. So if we're feeling negative about money, our kids are going to pick up on that. Right. You don't have to tell kids money's bad or we don't have enough of it. But if you're, really upset that you don't have enough money when you're paying your bills, your kids are going to feel that. They're going to see how you react and what you even say. We can't afford this, that type of language.
So what do you do then? Instead of saying we can't afford this, what do you say?
You come from a more empowered place. Like, for example, instead of saying we can't afford this, I choose to save my money today. Or I choose not to buy this today because I want to go buy food or gas, So you use a different type of language with them so that they're not feeling that there's all this lack and limitation, especially around money.
Now, what if they want to buy something and they want you to pay for it? And you
Not that
can't
ever
say,
happens.
Never happens.
And they say, but I choose to buy this today with your money. How do you explain to them that you don't have enough without saying, we're broke?
Well, yeah, that's a great point. And if, say, for example, you go to a toy store and your child really wants a toy, and they're, I'll say to my children, listen, this is a perfect thing to ask Santa Claus for, or this is something that you have a birthday. So if you really, really want something, this is something you can ask Grandma and Grandpa for. But today, I'm choosing to save my money.
And I was thinking about that. I'm an auntie, and every time they come to me, my sister will say no, and then they come over to me. So how do I react knowing that she has boundaries?
The same thing, well, your birthday's coming up, Christmas is coming up. Maybe you can ask Santa Claus, or maybe, if you really still want that around your birthday or around Christmas, teaching them that they just can't have things at whim, and that there's a timing for things, and that if they really do want something, they can have it. I never want to tell my kids, well, you absolutely can't have this, because then that teaches them limitation. But it's, like I know my son months ago really wanted a crane truck, and I said, great, you can definitely have that, just not right now. Maybe you can get that for Christmas or your birthday's coming up. So it teaches them that I still can have what I want, but not to expect everything right now.
So maybe saving up for it on their own.
Yes,
and I guess part of that is they can make their own money, and teaching them about chores and getting money for things they do around the house, right?
Absolutely. What we do in our household is we want to teach our kids that, in order to attract and earn money, you do something of value. So, for example, we have, and my 22-month-old, I mean, he's now 2 years old, but at 22 months, he started helping me unload the dishes. So he started taking out the dishes, and I would put them away. And then after, I would take him to his piggy bank, and he doesn't know what a dime or a dollar is, so it's like if you give him just even like a penny, he's excited about it, and he puts it in his piggy bank. So it's teaching him, I'm doing something of value, therefore I'm, getting this thing called money. And I also explain to them, most people when they go to an ATM, kids watch this. Mommy paying with a credit card, mommy going to an ATM. It's like, it's just this big fun machine.
Magic money.
Magic money. You just get this machine that spits out money. I will tell them, mommy is taking money out of my account. I have earned this money by doing something of value. I've put this money in here and now I want or need the money, so I'm taking it out of this machine by using this, so that they're understanding that it's not just some big magical money tree.
Well, since there is no money tree, which we wish there was a money tree, but what is the age then, with all your experience, that you feel you can really start talking to them and maybe handing them that quarter or that dime? And then how do you progress to make that money a little bit larger as they get older?
That's a great question. You know, I feel like as long as they can start understanding and communicating with you, then you can start talking to them. I mean, obviously you're not going to be talking about finances and saving and, you know, all that kind of stuff, but the more simple you can make that money is good. Money allows us to have freedom. Money gives us, you know, the clothes you're wearing, the toy you want. You're able to buy things with money, and money has value. Teaching them that money is a good thing, because those people that don't have money, you know, they have a negative connotation because they don't have enough money. They're coming from a place of lack. The people that do have money, they appreciate money. So it's really, we need to not impose our thoughts and our beliefs about money on our kids, and teach them that, you know, money is just money. It's a medium of exchange. That's all it is. It's us, the adults, that puts all this meaning on the money.
All right.
So,
Christy, thank you so much.
Thank you. Good advice.
thank you.
And for more information about teaching your children about money and the Enlightened Kid program, just go to KCAL9.com, click Seen on TV.